इतनी मोहब्बत मुझसे करे जो ना कोई तूने वो काम कर दिया है जीना हराम कर दिया इतनी मोहब्बत मुझसे
Hi everyone. I'm going to set this little timer.
Don't forget to record.
So no, it's recording good, so thank you for that. So thank you guys so much for being in my class today. I know I've heard through some friends that there's a Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest, so I know you could have been there. So the fact that you resisted your urges, your bodily urges, and chose to sit in silence is a really miracle. So thank you for that. My name is Aisha. I'll be leading you guys through a meditation today. And I'm in love with love. I have been like a hopeless romantic ever since I was a kid, and my mom would play like Bollywood movies for me, and I would devour them. Like how we were eating the cake yesterday. It was like Bollywood films. Like it created this obsession for this heightened sense of love. Because in a Bollywood film, someone is at a food truck, and then the next second they're in the Swiss Alps dancing and wet and like falling in love. You know, it's like so heightened and so hyper real. And I, as a kid, those kind of ideas, like I thought that's how love is like grand gestures, big love. You have to do these massive things to get people to like you. And that followed me through school. I actually would, when I would have a crush on someone in grade school, I would just break out into song and dance and like proclaim my love for them and be very, very humiliated and rejected like that. And I realized very quickly by high school that my tactics were not working. Because I would never be able to hold down a lover because they were like, you want this too much. And so I feel like as I've gotten older though, I've started to understand that the love that's platonic and unconditional is the one that's the lasting love. The one that is the foundation of the house that you built. And this week I flew in from Charleston, and I was feeling so overwhelmed yesterday because everyone's asking me, how do you feel being here? Like everyone's 3D now. And all I've been thinking about since last night is that it is possible to take strangers that you didn't know 4 weeks ago, people who are just someone that maybe were sitting next to you in a subway and that you didn't care about. And then all of a sudden, your heart bursts open and you have room for 60 people that you never knew 4 weeks ago. And I just thought, I was like, wow, how beautiful is it to feel that feeling of that expansiveness of a stranger turning into a lover inside you, the unconditional lover that doesn't need anything from you, but for you to like just be who you are. Today I'm going to be walking you through a love meditation. This practice is about cultivating that unconditional love, but we're not going to force those feelings. Let them come, let them arise naturally. And if you ever falter, know that you can kind of steal the other person's love that they're cultivating next to you. Everyone here is doing the same thing. So we're not alone. We have this community to harness when we're feeling like that love is hard to make. So find a comfortable seat. And slowly, I invite you guys to flutter your eyes closed. Take a few breaths, just naturally. Don't create too much effort. And if it feels okay for you, place your hand on your heart. Whichever hand, it doesn't matter. And just keep breathing naturally, as effortless as possible. Ground down in your seat. Elongate your spine. And don't forget that Mona Lisa smile. What if I told you that in the next 10, 15 minutes, you can feel more love in this short amount of time than you've felt for this whole year? It is possible. And even if you don't believe it's possible, just try. Now I want you to think of a perfect place that holds a lot of meaning to you. It's a special place that you go to in your heart. You can drop your hand if you still have it on your heart. Drop it gently to your thigh. Every inhale and exhale you take, think that this place is really blurry pixels in your mind, and every breath, this image of this paradise starts to come into focus more and more until you can notice little details. And now I want you to picture a teacher, someone that sees your heart as perfect. Being in their presence just makes your heart flutter. This teacher slowly dissolves into a droplet of light. Makes its way into your chest and resides right in the center of your heart space. They are no longer physically in front of you, but the fragrance of them is like this perfume that you're bathed in. Now I want you to take that light in your heart center and let it slowly pulse and expand across your body into all the little nooks of your body. It doesn't have to be fast, it can be like honey. Slowly pouring into those dark places that you've forgotten. And that light is transforming every atom in your body. Now I want you to think of something that makes you giggle. It's a secret. When was the last time you giggled? Not at Hector's corny jokes, but something else. Hold on to the feeling. Let go of the memory. Hold on to that little giggle. It's your cosmic giggle now. Now I invite you to think of someone that is easy to love. It's as easy as you breathe right now. Feel the natural tenderness that arises within your body. Begin to pour your light into them, like that jar of honey. Slowly, they start to fill. All their worries, all their insecurities, all their fears. Wash and melt away. And take that person and place them in your heart space. Let them stay there for a little bit longer. Now I want you to think of someone that you see maybe on a regular basis, but you don't think about them very much. They're kind of just a background character in a movie, someone who seems insignificant in your day-to-day life. What happens if you pour that light into them? Notice if you begin to start caring about them. Take that person that now you care about, place them right next to the person that you love the most in your heart center. Now they have a companion in there. And let them stay longer. Now, I want you to bring in someone that has hurt you. Notice if there's any resistance that comes up. Try not to judge that story. I know it's not easy. But you are not the same person who started this meditation. So pretend it is easy. Pour that love into that person. Fill them up all the way to the very top until that honey starts spilling over because you poured maybe a little too much. Take that person into your heart space, the person you hate the most. Now they're sitting next to your stranger, your lover. Let them stay a little longer. Let that light that you've had growing and multiplying expand to that neighbor next to you, maybe the person behind you. Start pouring that light into this room, flooding it so that every square inch is just beaming. And expand that light. Harness the power of each other into the block, the cement, the garbage, the rats, the subways, all the way to the edge of the earth. You can do it. You're not alone. You have this whole group doing the same thing. Take a moment to let that expansive light slowly dissolve back into a little droplet. One atom. And let it disappear like it was a magic trick. Return to your breath. Keep your eyes closed. And I'd love to invite you to take your right hand, place it on your left back. Squeeze all the way to your back. Take your left hand, wrap it around your other body, and I just want you to give yourself a giant hug. And keep your eyes closed, and I want you to whisper, I love you. I love everyone. Let it go. Know that you don't have to chase big love. You don't have to chase it. It is available right here. At any moment, you can access it. And that's the love story that I hope you guys start seeing as a Bollywood movie. Thank you. That was pretty good.